We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Go ahead.
Chan gets it from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Look at this Baltimore defense. They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Dolphins at 3-5, 2 games under 500. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And fights through 1 minute. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the middle, Chan. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Whoa. Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 to Tyreek for the Miami first.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready.
A run straight ahead with Chan. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down and 8. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
Brings up 3rd down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Solo left side. Watch it, Ox. 21G. Turbo 1, high. Out.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Hitchin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
44. Ready.
Here's Tua. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle laying himself out in the end zone. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Now he's going to step up and run. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Ravens.
He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
Hey, middle.
And the Ravens 1st down.
And Jackson throwing once more. For a line, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Solo left. 21. Hey, 20.
Looking to pass. Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Solo left side. Hey. Ready.
Tua going to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second down and a yard. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This is 2nd and 8. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it again with Hill. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A 5-yard gain.
Now they'll audible to something else.
For a Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 5. 1st down, Ravens.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. With a gain of 5. And that will bring up 2nd down. Jackson. Inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
And the Ravens first down.
Give running right is Mitchell. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Right back to Mitchell here. Shedding the tackle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, he's broken on some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work. But when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises. And he's running with terrific ability right now.
On first down, back to Achane. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey!
Now Tua. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Achane on first and 10.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Tua sets up to pass it. It's thrown into the hands of Darren Waller. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and at this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Jackson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, report! 180!
Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The killer here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Ready, shot. Out, out. Corner, long. 20, TX. Turbo 1, huh? Hey, 21, TX. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
4 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Extra point and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How
about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half. He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 39 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ochin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give this to Ochin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30.
Here's Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Mike Green in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside handoff, Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
You. Hey, hey. You change it. Shut up.
Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Ravens have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time the move out in front. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Looking to pass. Tua. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
Hey, 21, solo left Zion. Out.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
1st down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A short one here secured by the tight end, Waller. 2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42.
2 are going to throw. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ready, shot. Solo left side. Corner. Ready, T. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
20 TX.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
The 17-yard line.
Watch it, Oscar. 20 TX.
Back to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge.
All right, let's go. Turbo one.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday night primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 5.
Get set. Go ahead. 22. Whoa.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Ravens 49, Dolphins 42.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Baltimore, first down.
To throw is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kevontae Turpin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
21G, 21G.
Now Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 36-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. Tua sets up to pass it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll look to throw again.
Now
a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
From the gun, it's Tua. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
21G, wide. 18.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the Dolphins first down.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they're giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
No, we changed it. Hey, middle.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Report.
Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Henry up the middle. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and
This is 1st and 10.
their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here comes 2nd down.
Ready, shot.
Now Tua.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch it. Ready. Ready, team.
Tua.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
Throwing Tua.
A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
brings up 2nd and 3.
It's safe. Hey, 21.
Tua to throw. He'll find Eskridge here complete. Here's 1st down.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23.
Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Ready, team.
Here's Tua. Waller taking it in over the middle. The Dolphins
Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Tua. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
That's good.
Hey, middle.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Baltimore, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Miami, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6.